One of the tools you're going to learn about today that will be useful when collaborating with students in one of the courses will be our LMS, our Learning Management System. And this is just a management board for us to communicate as a community and communicate with the professor of the course and access the materials. So I'm going to take you through a brief overview of our course and how we can utilize the dashboard to access information and engage. So I'm going to start with the course number. There are going to be multiple classes that you're going to be participating in, and this gives us a sure idea that we are in the correct class. You can use the drop-down box to access previous courses if you want to see previous work that has been completed. Then we'll go to our progression bar here. Right now we're currently on the class home, so this is where you'll see announcements from whatever instructor that you have for that particular course, as well as your point progression towards the overall expectation for the class, which should be 100 points. This is also where you can access conversations with the instructor privately, which can't be seen by anyone but you and that individual. And the class messages, a history of class messages. Through this particular hyperlink, you can go back and you can reference for example, this particular professor does a really great job of posting examples of what our work should look like. So when you're going in and you're completing an assignment, you can always come back and at the click of a button, have an exemplar of what that work should look like. Next, we're going to go into one of the weeks. There will be a 6-week course. And when you click on the hyperlink, each week you will have what's expected for that week compartmentalized. You can access this information at the beginning of the class, which is also going to be on your syllabus, and you can have it broken down, which is more manageable and more feasible. So if we go to week 6, we'll have our dates for when this should be completed, just as a reminder for the students, and the total number of points that are an option for that particular week. And then we're going to start with our objectives. This lets us know what are we expected to learn through accessing the information and through working with our community. And a good part about the objectives is that when we're answering our questions and when we're reading our materials, sometimes it's great to go back and reference these to make sure that you're thinking about the lessons from the perspective of the objectives, the overall objective for designing that particular week. Then we have our activities, which are the materials that the professor puts together for us to learn the information. So here we have activities that are required. We have textbooks. We have electronic reserved readings, which can range from journals to videos. And then we also have recommended activities that we'll see from week to week. These aren't necessarily required to understand the information for the week, but they're supporting materials that are recommended, of course, if you have time, just to add additional knowledge on that particular topic. Then we have our assignments that we're required to complete to get our grades. Participation is something that's really crucial to the success of the community and the success of your learning. We really operate under a Socratic method where we push back through critical thinking and questioning and take stances on different topics throughout the weeks. And so if we submit our participation each day, we have to do a total of 9. You get a grade at the end of the week. So for this particular week, our participation grade is worth 4 points. Then you have additional papers or multimedia activities that you'll be asked to complete. That's a cumulative of your learning for that particular week, and you upload them through these hyperlinks here. So the discussions that we talked about with the participation, I'm going to go to one of the required activities, which is our e-textbook. You would use this link to download that particular textbook, and you access that through your unique username and password. Then you'll see post messages that have been posted by our classmates, and it's really just their essential understandings and connections that they made to the reading for that week. So if I want to see what my classmates are talking about, I'll click on the hyperlink, and then I see a variety of discussions that have already been started. The hyperlinks that are bold lets me know, with the blue dot next to it, lets me know that these are new posts. And so all I would have to do is click on these to get a further understanding of what someone has said. So I can easily reply to something one of my classmates has said by clicking on this button, and it'll give me the option of posting my thoughts in response to them. If I don't want to respond, I would just click on discard draft. So in addition to responding to our classmates, we also want to initiate conversations, and the way we do that is through a new message. So we want to put our subject, which is going to catch the reader's attention, and then we want to go in and put the body of our message, which we typically look for 100 words at minimum. We can post it, and then once we post, everyone in our class will be able to see and respond for us. So that's just a brief overview of how our learning management system can be used to collaborate with other students, the professor, and engage with the materials.